Yeah, it should by the end of this video, so this should be running and being broken. I gotta get the radiator hooked up yet and that, and then get it filled up with antifreeze. Yeah, got the door open, and our days of having the door open are getting numbered. It's like 43 degrees here today. In one weather report I've seen, we could have a snowstorm possibly Sunday. There's with 2 inches of snow, which I really hope is not right, because I am not ready for snow. Because I got all this trash out here to clean up, and over by that tree, make sure I got a place to push snow. So I'm trying to get going with it. I'm waiting for the ups man too, because got my scanner back. My poor scanner. It's put on more travel time than I have, because it inadvertently got sent to Alaska last week. Yeah, my scanner went to Alaska and I didn't. So they got it back and got it to me here 2 days ago. Worked great, just like it's supposed to the first day. Went to hook up the Rogers car yesterday, and the Pontiac side would not come up. So I started going through and picking random cars. Some of them would, some of them wouldn't. Well, after about a half hour on the phone with them, yeah, they sent me a piece. It's supposed to be here anytime from up, so high prioritized it and overnighted it. Supposed to be able to put it in, turn the scanner on, and it should work. I hope. So I figured today be a good day to finish this motor up, because hopefully that motor there, I have the parts later, and they ain't there yet this morning. So hopefully by the end of the video we got the parts for that, and we can run that one and see how things go. And I'm having a real tough time getting going today. My stomach, I don't know. I know I've been worrying about things, and things have been bugging me, but dang it. I don't know if that's anymore, if it's that anymore, or what's going on, but ooh. Well, I take that back. I ate breakfast, and it seems like every time I eat anymore is when I get bleh. Anyway, enough with that. I want to get this thing topped off, make sure I got the gauge, I got to tighten that, and I should be able to fill it up with antifreeze, and we can listen to a 327 run here for a little while. Alright. For a while. Check this thing out. right here at the thermostat. It's 142. Set in the head. Housing a bit, leaks a little. Alrighty. Heard a mist start. And look at, and that's how you can find a mist. Good, cold. Then I found out the spark plugs come off, see? Care of the mist already. I wonder what it did to exhaust tip. Warming right up. Not warming up like I thought it would, but warming up. Shut off. I adjusted the timing. This side's doing good. Even though it's firing on number 5 now. Might be, oh, there she's warming up. Had to dry that plug out for missing. So, kind of a damn handy tool. Because I was like, why is this thing popping now? So I got that out. And we found it. Ain't under 190. 5 pounds oil pressure. Everything's staying dry. Except for that driver's side valve cover. Dumbass. So yeah, it would have been done by now, but I gotta let her go for a little bit. I'll be back when I idle it down and let you guys hear what this thing sounds like at idle. Here's another thing you can do with this. You can check your cooling system, make sure you ain't got no cool spots. Like right there, got a cool spot in the bottom of that cord. Otherwise, yeah. See right there, you can see that the hot water's going out the radiator hose like it's supposed to. Thermostat's open. There's the hose I looped around. Stay nice and cool. 191. So, nice little attachment. There you go. Alright, I'll bring it back when it's time to cool it off. Yeah, the damn valve cover right there. Alright. I have to make it quick. That damn valve cover's leaking pretty good now. It's kind of a beehive. But that's what she sounds like. shut it off before it gets a fire. God. Oh, stupid valve covers. Anyway, if that's all I got, then we did good. Yeah, we're letting her cool down so we can fix this valve cover. What it is with these valve covers, they don't have any locks to lock that rubber silicone gasket in there, so you gotta keep your fingers under there and pulled. Well, I looked up under there, I see it must have slipped up under, because when you set it down, you gotta keep your hand in the center and get the bolts down. Keep that gasket from pulling up, so that's what that problem is there. And that tool I showed you, the thermal scanner, it's going to be a great help here in the shop, because this thing here just helped me diagnose something else too. See, my motor there, when I took the headers off, we found out cylinder number 3 has not fired on that motor. Well, I used Mr. Monte Carlo's distributor with an old set of wires I have right here, because there's Mr. Monte Carlo's wires. I'm not going to burn them on other people's motors, but I used my old stock ones. Well, it never fired, number 3. I'm like, what's wrong with that? Well, by now checking the temperatures of each tube lets me know his distributor is working. So I either got a bad plug or I had a bad plug wire with that motor. That's why it never fired. So I just took care of Mr. Monte Carlo's distributor at the same time to make sure it was good. Well, after we've seen all the heat indications, his distributor's working just like it's supposed to. So I've got in my test wires that I've been using, there's a bad one. So I'll have to check those or just check them and get a new set for this stand. Because these are the 327 wires that go with the, and unfortunately we'll have to put the 327 back on at a later date, because he went and got himself a good distributor, not a knockoff. The other one was broke right there. He got a Mallory, and I'm doing that number. I got the info on my phone. So that's the distributor that's going to go in Mr. 327's, but I'll fix the valve cover before I take this off the stand. So the only thing I got to pull off this motor for Mr. Monte Carlo's is the distributor, then I can plug the hole. Well, I'll stick that distributor down in there. But we got to get specific wiring and a resistor for that one before we even use it. Otherwise it'll burn it out. Found out. So I'm still waiting on the ups man. Yeah, that's warm. But you look at it with the thermoscan and it's not that hot. Where'd I lay it? So, and this has already helped me out with the dryer at home. Wife's been complaining it's been taking longer to dry clothes. Well, pointed this at it and then found out our clothes dryer is only getting 86 degrees, but yeah, we're cooled down to 134. Let's see, okay, over 134, 183. Look at the radiator. 120. Well, let's get 125 there. But yeah, and then like I said, you can tell, well, look what area the radiator's cooled off the most. It would be the passenger lower side. And I was surprised to see that dark line through that. So there's a core plugged in there. So yeah, there's unlimited uses for this thing. Okay, watch this. This little fan here. I can check the temperature on the bearing spindle. It's 61, but I go over here, and now the fan blade's going. I'm pointing at that motor, and that motor's running at 90 degrees. The motor on that thing, that old motor there, that one, runs at 160 degrees when I'm using it. I mean, you can check alternators. Here's what you can do. You can go through powertrain, body, electric, chassis. You can check your differentials. Oh yeah. Say you got a oh, you can check your catalytic converters, your pulleys, bearings, cooler, differential, intercooler, thermostat, engine block heater, O2 sensors, heated IA dual cooling fan. Okay, body and oh, that's what I wanted. Heated seats. You want to know what here's your knowing good. So that's a bad seat. See how the one is all heated up and the other one's not? Then it gives you the thing. And there's a knowing good. Oh, okay. I was looking at that backwards. So this front seat's all shorted out or something. It's getting too hot. So yeah, there's so much. I mean, you can even check the temperature of battery cables. Rear window defrost. Check this out. Knowing good. You can see all your lines. Knowing bad. Up, there's one not working. So yeah, this thing can do a lot of things and save you a lot of grief. I mean, go back to menu. Okay, close that out. Heated mirrors, window motors, alternator. You want to know what? That's crazy, an alternator on this thing. Knowing good. Look at how hot that, and look at that. It's running at 152 degrees. And knowing bad, it's kind of purplish. Only running at 118 degrees. And that's already diagnosed the son-in-law's truck. He's having troubles with the alternator on that. Well, now we know. So yeah, there is so stuck on. Heated steering wheel, four-wheel drive switch, windows. There, the list goes on and on and on. Everything, sunroofs, wipers. That's just that. You got chassis and brakes and your HVAC. Yeah, so, and then there's uses they haven't even found. I guess one contractor, I guess, has got this and he's using it to find hot spots and wiring. So, yeah. I'm not being paid by Snap-on to promote that or anything, but that just made my world a lot simpler because now I don't have to tell Mr. Monte Carlo he needs a distributor, because I was kind of basing, well, my motor didn't run with it, but the 327's running fine with it. So that's saved issues there. So saved him money, and we didn't replace a bad part that didn't need to be replaced. So hey, it's all good. And then that's what I started the videotape, and it wasn't for that. But if you notice, when I went to crack the throttle a couple of times, it kind of stumbled. Well, it backfired on me. And I don't care what you do, but every single time you backfire a Harley, Jesus! Sorry. Every single time you backfire a Holly carburetor, you burn the power valve. So I imagine I'll have to open that up, put a new power valve in it, and that stutter will go away. But I know he is going to get a new carburetor for this eventually. But before he gets that, we got to fix this one so it's running right. So I'll have to get a power valve and replace that, and it should be good to go again. That's why I started using my Quadrajets and my Alabrock carburetors. I started using those, got away from Hollies, and I stopped having those stupid problems. But anyway, yeah, we're just waiting for that to cool off, and still waiting for the UPS man to bring me my thing to reprogram my scanner, so hopefully it works. So anyway, when I get going on that valve cover gasket, I'll show you what I've been talking about, why it's such a pain with these aftermarket covers. So, all right. Well, the Monte Carlo stuff is sitting in the store. I'm still sitting here, and it's, oh boy, 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm still waiting for the Upsman. And unfortunately, they didn't give me a tracking number so I could track the dang thing. On top of it all, my phone, forgot to charge that, or it didn't take a charge last night. I don't know what the hell happened. It's dead. So yeah, I'm sitting here waiting. Story of my life, what I usually do. Sit around and wait. So I've been snoozing here on the chair because that motor's still warm. That's just about a 5-minute job to fix anyway, so keep waking up, falling out of the chair, so I don't know, I guess figure out something. Well, I've been sitting out here kind of alone because the phone went dead. And I checked all the vehicles out here, no charger, and I'm like, gosh dang it. And then at one time somebody said something about the snap-on chargers. Must be the new ones, not this. Have USB ports here, and I thought, well, I got a wire. I got thinking, the diagnostic thing had the charger, plugged it in, the phone liked it, it's now charging, so I've got a phone again. Still, no ups, man. And last time you got here it was about 4:30, 5 o'clock, so sit around and wait. It won't be so bad, but they made it a signature required before they'll leave it, and like, really? So yeah, sit around twiddling thumbs. At least I ain't even falling asleep and falling out of the chair right now. And I haven't messed with the valve cover yet. Probably do that here in a little bit. Just too much time thinking. I'll have to pull some plugs and check them. Smells a little gassy. But this motor's staying cool. Now no, I got the header gaskets don't last. Well, leg specs. That's what you hear is the gaskets burning out. Yep. Yeah. Probably running out of battery. It's been running for a while, and like I said, that carburetor needs some help now, so yeah, that is done enough to now. I got to do my next project of building a storage stand like what that one's on, put that on, and then yeah, anyway, that's the 327 for now. Next time we run it, we'll be with his distributor and everything, get it all dialed in. Then we can package it up and load it up and haul it back to him. So, alright. Once you figure, as soon as I called, I hear this familiar screech. That little thing right there is what was screwing up on this. Yesterday, I'd hit that and then it just sit there and go and loading database. Now it loads up, so. Cool. Yep. For somewhere the software on there went. He said, make sure you don't put that back in there. He said, do whatever you want with the card. So I might reformat it and use it. What the heck, huh? Yeah, because I started to get worried because the upsman hadn't been here yet. And you know what the funny thing is? You wonder how fast your deliveries get updated. He timed it because I was on the phone with him when I was handed the package. Guy put the description in, met man, handed package, and left. Less than 2 minutes later, it was updated out in California there that the package was delivered. I'm like, damn, he's about middle of a cornfield. I wish my internet worked that good in the house. So hopefully now I can go ahead and use the scanner again. That's crazy, that little thing. So, and I found out too, those scanners, if that wouldn't have worked, they would have, I guess they could have had me go home, give me a website with a code that I could have punched in, and as long as the internet connection was good, they could go in and actually rebuild that thing sitting. So I guess when they got internet connection, they can check in to see if what you're using it for and doing and all that. I'm like, wow, that's kind of creepy. But he says, yeah, they can go in and fix it right over the internet if they can't, then they'll send it in. So yeah, he says if that old card gets inserted into that, he said it will have to come in for repair. So that's wow, that's just fantastic that they took care of it. So I mean, it costs some money, but their service, I mean, that's service. That's what it's about, some of this stuff. Anyway, I guess I gotta make some calls now. Late enough in the day, I'm not gonna get anywhere, so alright. Well, the one guy wasn't too happy, but you can't win them all, so I got stuff to do, and I just finally got the card here. So I was supposed to go somewhere else today, but that didn't work out because now I gotta go home, get ready to go for supper with the kids, I guess. Wife sent me a text message earlier saying we gotta go to supper tonight. Oh, okay. So I guess that's that. 327 is done for now. I guess tomorrow's project will be get that little engine stand built so I can get that off there. And that means I also won't be going down to get the parts for the body motor until tomorrow morning. And yeah, wonderful. So I guess yeah, I don't know anything else. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the 327 being fired up. I gotta go.